The second thing I need you to understand about your ADHD brain is that paralysis a lot of the time means the task is too big. For example, on my to-do list, I don't know if you can see this, I have taxes. I need to get my taxes done. But taxes is an absolutely huge task, right? That's too much. As soon as I hear do my taxes, I am daunted, right? I log into TurboTax, it does it for me, or maybe even I take it to an accountant, but it's overwhelming and daunting to think about getting that huge project started and the undertaking and the stress from it. Our brains aren't meant to function like that. When something's too big, we automatically shut down. Neurotypical brains will traditionally just chunk this. They will chunk this into small things naturally. They don't even think about it. But that's not our response. Our response is paralysis. So here's the rule. If it feels impossible, if it feels it's too abstract, it's too big, you need to shrink it until it no longer feels impossible. So write down exactly what needs to happen. Here's what I have for you, right? So I keep these papers, it's just a blank little piece of paper for me to write my big tasks into little tasks. So I have due taxes, but first I need to locate my W-2s because who knows where I put them, right? I need to find my health insurance documents, my school documents. I need to get last year's taxes out. Where did I put those? And then I need to make sure I have my partner's information if we're filing together. From that, I need to reset my password because there's no way I remember my TurboTax password from last year. And then I finally need to log in. So this is 7 steps before I even get to log in to TurboTax to begin to do my taxes. And to a lot of people, this may seem silly, but do my taxes is overwhelming, but find my W-2, that's easy peasy. I can manage that. That is something I can do. But a lot of times we would just put it off. I'm not going to do my taxes yet. I'm going to put it off, wait for later. Oh, well, no big deal. But that doesn't really help us get things done. You need to trick your brain into progress. You need to take your large to-do list and build it into small little things you can chunk out. And the extra 2 minutes it's going to take to fill up every single step of my taxes will take a couple minutes, and it will probably be front and back of this paper, but that will actually allow me to achieve this task and get it done because it doesn't feel like a brick wall. It doesn't feel like I'm running into a task that's uncompletable. It feels like I can find my W-2s. It feels like I can reset my TurboTax password. It feels like I can do all of these things because they're smaller and more manageable. So this isn't a hack. This is neuroscience. This is how our brains work. This is exactly what separates people with ADHD from people without it. People without it have this natural ability to break this down. But we actually have to take logical steps and we have to say, what's happening here? I feel overwhelmed. I am getting shut down. What is actually happening here? And from there, we need to be able to take a moment, recognize it, and then break things down until those feel manageable. Maybe you're at the point where you could have just said log in and you didn't need to write reset your password on there. But if I'm honest with you, I tend to write reset your password on the list because I feel really good when I cross things off. And if I can have a little 1-minute win, I deserve that 1-minute win because it helps me continue to go. So that leads us into the next thing you need to understand about your neurodiverse brain, about your ADHD brain, and that's motivation.